Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, good afternoon everyone. I hope you're having a blessed day. Definitely feeling the love and the gratitude here. Life never ceases to surprise me. Just little things, nothing major, just the right timing, the right conversations, the right thoughts in the right moment. So yeah, true blessings and grace from Krishna, the universe. Okay, today's Krishna calendar. You will find in Vrindavn and other places they have no means, simply depending. They take their bath in the Yamuna and they sit and chant Hare Krishna. There are still such devotees. That is satna, completely depending on God. That is the highest stage of devotional life. Srimad Bhagavatam. It's from the same lecture as yesterday's. And yeah, there are many, many people that have just devoted their life to the spiritual path and let go of everything else. They've literally just, that's it. They want the simple life. And a lot of us are thinking about a more simple way of living anyway. It's a bit of a trend at the moment. It's kind of, it's in the mass consciousness anyway. People are thinking about growing their own veg and living a bit simpler. Maybe because of budget restraints, you have to live simply, you know. You have to cook simple meals that are tasty and good for you, and that's all you need, you know. And it's getting rid of all these other desires, and that's why they look like mystics or spiritual or something. But really, it's quite a simple process of just giving up on wanting things that we don't need. Basically, and you can whittle that down to absolutely nothing but a set of beads and a loincloth and a blanket, basically. And you'll see a lot of people, especially what they're talking about Vrindavn in India, but you do get it other places, but especially there. And the community sees it as their duty to feed these guys because they're adding to the richness of the world. They're spreading a spiritual message. They're living a good example for other people to see that it's possible. And if you talk to them, they'll try and teach you how to get some of that peace and some of that satisfaction from the simple things, you know. Yeah, we don't need all this extra stuff. We really don't. A good friend of mine moans about the choices in the supermarket. He says, we don't need this much choice. And, you know, I was lucky I was brought up and taught about these things, that there's a lot of waste and a lot of wasted energy, sorry. Yeah, I've looked at a lot of stuff, and to get all these trucks and foodstuffs to the supermarkets uses a lot more energy than we ever get from eating the food. It's crazy, and the amount of energy you use going there and getting it all as well. I mean, I'm super grateful for it, but I'm not going to waffle on about that. But it's a good example. We don't need all that extra stuff. We don't. And if you can teach yourself or learn from someone else the skill of growing your own food, that would just, to me, that would be a dream, to have a good veggie patch going somewhere. And again, you don't need a bit of land or a garden for that. You can do it in the wild. You can use somebody else's land, their garden. They don't mind. You just got to ask. There's community allotments and lots of different options if you want to grow your own food. So you don't even need to have a house. You could live like the aesthetics in India and just wander about and go and tend your garden when you need to. Anyway, we all know what it means, a simpler life. So yeah, just to take your bath in the sacred river and just to chant and then sleep and then light the fire and then chant. Oh, that would be it's a life, isn't it? And there's people out there doing it just to show us. I mean, they wanted to show themselves more than anything, but in doing that, we see an example. So yeah, the spiritual path can be, you can just go full on if you want. And I always liked the sound of that. When I was young, I used to say, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to India and just... And that's when I was really young and didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, it's a dream. It's not just a dream. For a lot of people, it's an important part of the journey, and you get to a certain stage and then you feel that it calls to you to just go and live a more simple existence. I've felt it a lot over the years, the pull of that, of just to be in the woods and be by a river somewhere. Yeah, it's an awesome idea. Anyway, not going to waffle on too much. Spring is here, and I hope you're having a nice day. And if you're not, I know there's still time to turn it around. Life's what we make it. You get what you put out, okay? So put out some smiles, put out some love, and that's what you'll get back. Seriously. Spread love, and then you'll start to notice love. That's how it works. You got to send it out, and then you'll see it reflected back to you. Because we're all mirrors for each other. Okay, so, yeah, Hare Krishna. Peace be the journey. I love you. Hare Krishna, stay blessed.